Who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Hey everybody, I have to get all my Alec Guinness impersonations in while I have this beard, so. Well, what have we here? Today, we're talking about the Rough Ryder Spades, Black Appaloosa, easy open. What a beautiful knife. What a gorgeous knife. Now, not a lot of depth to this bone. Not like grooves and stuff like that. It's very smooth, almost looks plasticky. It sounds plasticky compared to my other ones. Like, let me give you an example of my Coke bottle. There's actually texture to it from the imperfections in the bone. It's probably bone. So look at this great knife. Everybody's been highly waiting for this easy open. Call it a jackknife. Just a single bladed, Barlow-esque style knife. Look at this walk and talk. Perfect. Now the blade centering's not totally perfect. Blade centering is slightly off to the show side. Back springs actually look really good. A little gapping here at the top. Doesn't bother me that much. This is under a $15 knife. But look at that. You got 2 nail nicks. Isn't that freaking awesome? You can use 2 nails to open it up at the same time. I mean, genius. Who thought of this? That's brilliant. They should do this to every Rough Ryder knife. Just fantastic. I love it. So yeah, it's the usual Black Appaloosa. It's got flush pins, Spades shield, G10 black underliners, interesting blade shape, not a spear point, not a drop point, somewhere in between. Everybody's been waiting for this one, but I haven't. Why? Because I absolutely hate those double nail nicks, just like everybody else. They are just ridiculous. Now, the original drawing of this, it did not have this forward nail nick. It just had this long pull, and it looked so much better. And the blade shape in the drawings was a little different, not quite as much swedging, dropped down a little bit more, kind of like the Congress. And yeah, it looks great from this side, doesn't it? Now, and I don't even know why they have the easy open. They could have just did a long pull and it would have worked just fine. Plenty of room to grab a long pull on there. But I guess some people like the easy open. I guess if you have gloves on, you're working out there. Did not need that forward nail nick. I know all the channels have been getting them. All of us have been saying the same thing. Thank you so much, Smoky Mountain Knife Work, for ruining a perfectly nice knife. Yeah, you know, what'd you have to make it a little different? So Andy Armstrong wouldn't get any rights to the design? I have no idea. Super lame. But, you know, I knew it had a double nail nick, and I was like, I'm not getting it. It's stupid. But for the sake of my viewers and people who want to see these knives, I mean, a lot of other channels have these knives. And so I really didn't have to get it, didn't have to review it. There's plenty of other reviews out there. But I do have the whole series. I have the Coke bottle. I have the Congress. I have the Swell Center. Boy, they just keep coming. I have the Doctor's knife. My first one was a dud, plenty of blade play. I was able to exchange this for another one. It's actually a really good carry. I like the bare head. What else do we got? Oh, my 2023 budget knife of the year would be this Capital Intern. Great little pocket carry. Nice and small, not too small. $11 and change. So this is the best value of the year. Now these other ones were still great value, 16, 17 bucks. For some reason, this just seems more usable to me. I know I'm showing a lot of knives. So who is more foolish? The fool or the fool who follows? Well, I guess I'm a fool because I followed everybody else and I got this. I'm considering putting JB Weld in that front nail nick, sanding it down, and blacking the blade out so you don't see it. Or I won't. You know, it's a $15 knife. I'll just carry it, use it, keep it in my collection. Tim's School of Fish noted that the grind on it, which you probably can't see in this, is kind of heavy toward the back and thins out toward the belly here and then opens back up. Yeah, it's a $15 knife, and I'm looking at this, and that's the same with this one. You know, I could always reprofile it. I'll probably just keep it as is, keep it sharp, and use it. Yeah, we are used to perfect blade grinds on Rough Riders for $15. It's unusual that this isn't perfect, but you know, every knife manufacturer is going to have different things going on, and not all Rough Riders are perfect. A lot of people had bad walk and talk. This thing came clean, a half stop. Now, yeah, it comes down a little lazy. Not as bad as Tim's. Snaps open good. You know, it's not a strong back spring. It's not super strong. We're used to these extremely mighty pulls, like the Coke bottle. These amazing hard snaps. We got spoiled by it. But every pattern kind of has a little bit different dynamics. And probably a 5 pull. You know, for those people who don't like really strong pulls, this is a great knife. Those people who prefer to open up their knife with 2 nail nicks with 2 fingers, it's a great knife. And actually, because the pull's so light, you can actually use this not the easy open, the long pull. Works just fine. That's why they could have just did with that only. Now, I'm not into this easy open cutaway, but actually holding it in hand, my ring finger fits in there really nice. Gives you a little bit more confidence. I can actually get my pinky in there, but I'm kind of choked up on the blade because I got fat hands. But yeah, it is what it is. It's a user. Looks beautiful from this side. You do get a little yellow in the bone of this, and I did notice a lot of us have this kind of spotted look to it. I think I only have that a little bit on my doctor's knife. You can see some spots. Everyone else has just been a little different. You know, you got some like pinkish red, purplish in the bone there. This one just has a little bit more yellow. Completely smooth. Under $15, would I recommend it? Sure. It's a great quality knife for $15. Sure, the blade's not centered. Minor gap in the back spring. We're all spoiled by Rosecraft. Rosecraft has incredible walk and talk, incredible snap into the half stop position, into the open position, into the closed position. Sorry, not every knife's gonna be like that. If you want that, go buy a Rosecraft. There's plenty of them out there. $55, $60. There's a few I want to get. I'm a little disappointed that Rosecraft hasn't done, or the newer ones are mostly G10 or micarta. It's a good durable material. It's usable. It's probably cheap for them to produce. I prefer the bone. I'll still get some, I'm sure, if I don't spend all my money on case knives. So there it is. Easy open. I think they're coming out with one very similar to this. It's a lockback. Will it have better walk and talk? I don't know. It's a lockback. They're coming out with the Bullet, which is a kind of a bow trapper, double-bladed bow trapper. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be big. And then obviously the small fixed blade knife. I don't know how I'm going to get, but I guess I'll have to, getting all of them in the series. Now I thought, you know, if I didn't like this, I'd do it as a giveaway. But you know what? I'll probably keep it. Why? Because I got a good one. Sure, you have to push it down there before it snaps down. Smooth action to me. Now, if you want to watch some horror reviews on this, watch Tim's School of Fish. And a few other channels have done reviews of this. And they're not poor reviews. They're good reviews. They just got like kind of a bad knife. But the more they clean them up, seems like the better they're getting. All except Tim's. Well, I hope this video is not too long. Appreciate you guys watching. And remember, the Force will be with you always.